Welcome to It's Not Just Menopause, the podcast that empowers you to navigate midlife with confidence through real talk, root cause insights, and no BS strategies that actually work. If you're dealing with fatigue, stubborn weight, brain fog, or just feeling off and overlooked, this show is for you. Discover what's really going on with your hormones and why it's not just about estrogen. Each episode breaks down what your doctor didn't explain, the internet got wrong, and what your body's been trying to tell you all along. From stress and metabolism to nervous system support and functional nutrition, we'll cover the tools that help you feel more like yourself, again, without restrictive diets, overwhelming plans, or hormone hype. I'm your host, Cindi, functional nutrition practitioner and certified menopause specialist. I'm here to guide you through the midlife noise so you can stop guessing, get the clarity you deserve, and finally take back control of your health. If you've ever felt dismissed, overwhelmed, or like your body just isn't responding the way it used to, you're in the right place. Let's rewrite the menopause story without the fluff. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of It's Not Just Menopause, the show that gives you no BS answers about what's really going on with your hormones, your metabolism, and your stress in midlife. Again, I'm Cindi, functional nutrition practitioner and certified menopause specialist. And if you've been walking around lately wondering why you're so tired, so unfocused, and so behind on everything, and blaming yourself for it, you are not alone. Because I can't tell you how many smart, successful, self-aware women come to me saying things like, I know what I should do, I just can't make myself do it. I used to have energy and discipline. What happened to me? Or I feel like I've lost my drive. I used to be so motivated. And the story they're telling themselves that they have just let themselves go. Like it's their fault. That they're not trying hard enough. But that's not what's really going on. Today, I'm breaking down what happens when chronic stress and hormonal shifts collide, and how that collision creates a level of burnout that completely rewires your energy, motivation, and ability to show up the way you used to. So let's talk about what is really happening and what to do about it. So again, it's not a motivation problem. Okay, let's start with something that's probably been running in the background of your mind for months or even years. I just need to try harder. I need to get my act together. Or why can't I follow through anymore? And if those thoughts sound familiar, just let me interrupt them with the truth you probably haven't heard, and I'm repeating it again. This isn't a motivation issue, it's a burnout issue. And the difference matters because when you treat burnout like laziness, you only make things worse. Most of the women I work with have been trying harder for years. They're doing all the right things, working, caretaking, meal planning, pushing through fatigue, and they still feel stuck, foggy, exhausted, or like their personality is just faded. They don't lack willpower. They've been running on it for too long. And here's what's really going on. Your nervous system and your brain are in energy conservation mode, not because you're weak, but because your body has been dealing with chronic stress and hormone disruption for so long. It's literally trying to protect you. Remember, I've talked about this before. Fight or flight, your body is shutting down other parts of the body and not making them a priority to protect yourself, to protect your body. So cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, keeps you going in short bursts. But when it's elevated constantly, your brain starts prioritizing survival over productivity. Like I just mentioned, it shuts down other parts of your body and doesn't focus on them. And suddenly that to-do list, that gym routine, that planner you just bought, none of it sticks. Not because you're lazy, but because you're fried. So let's zoom in on cortisol because this is where the science helps connect the dots. When cortisol stays elevated for long periods because of chronic stress, sleep disruption, under-eating, over-exercising, or all of the above, it affects multiple areas of your brain. The prefrontal cortex. Okay, we've all heard about this. This area controls decision making, motivation, and focus, and it starts to underfunction. This is why you might find yourself bouncing between tasks or unable to start anything. How about the hippocampus, which regulates memory and learning, can shrink under chronic stress. Ever walk into a room and forget why, or lose your train of thought mid-sentence? The amygdala, the brain's fear and threat detection center, it gets hyperactive. Suddenly, everything feels overwhelming. You can't prioritize. You can't just pick one thing. This isn't a character flaw. This is cortisol at work. And here's what makes it worse. When women hit midlife, estrogen and progesterone, two hormones that help buffer stress, start to drop. That means cortisol gets less regulation and stress hits harder than it used to. So the combination of hormone shifts, long-term nervous system overload, and your go lifestyle isn't just draining. It's rewiring how your brain functions. And most of the time, your doctor won't talk about this. They might offer an antidepressant or tell you to exercise more, which only adds fuel to the burnout fire. There's a big difference between being tired and being fried. Being tired means rest helps. A nap or a good night's sleep might reset you. But being fried, that's deeper. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up exhausted. Many women go through this in menopause. You can look at your to-do list and feel numb. You can want to care and feel like there's nothing left in the tank. This is emotional flatlining, hormonal depletion, and deep nervous system fatigue. You're not avoiding your responsibilities because you're flaky or lazy. You're avoiding them because your brain has flagged them as too much. And when you're fried, your body stops trusting that there's enough fuel in the tank, so it starts pulling back. You feel less interested, less motivated, less alive. Here's the hard truth most women need to hear. You cannot fix being fried with more effort. You can't hustle your way out of burnout. You have to heal it, and that starts with understanding what's actually driving it. If you're thinking, this is exactly where I am right now, I want you to know you can come back from this. But you can't use the same strategies that got you here. Here's where to begin if you're stuck in the fried zone. Start small. Forget the all or nothing mindset. That's like the worst thing. It's all or do something, because all those little somethings add up to a lot of big things. Okay, focus on one thing. Protein at breakfast, a slow morning walk, going to bed 30 minutes earlier. These aren't minor, they're foundational. Fuel your body. Skipping meals and relying on caffeine creates more blood sugar chaos and more stress. Eat to stabilize your system, not punish it. And rethink rest. Rest isn't doing nothing. Rest is strategic recovery. This might be nervous system tools, quiet time, or simply permission to stop doing and just be. Rewire from the root. This isn't about surface level fixes. This is about getting to the nervous system, hormone, and metabolic patterns that have been ignored for too long. This is exactly what we work on inside the No BS Menopause Method, which is my signature framework. Because surface level motivation hacks don't work when your entire system is dysregulated. Real recovery starts with restoring safety in your body. And that's where your energy and motivation start to come back, without the shame, guilt, or exhaustion. So if you're feeling disconnected from yourself, like you're living in a fog or failing to follow through, I hope this gave you a new lens to look at yourself, because you're not lazy, you're not undisciplined, and you're definitely not broken. You're fried. And the truth is, that's something we can absolutely work with. So I want to thank you for listening. Feel free to share this with one of your women friends who might need this also. And I will be in your headphones next week. Thank you for tuning into It's Not Just Menopause. I hope today's episode gave you real clarity about what's actually going on in your body and reminded you that it's not just your hormones and it's definitely not your fault. If you found value in this conversation, make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Cindi Stickle Nutrition or head to cindystickle.com for more resources and personalized support on your menopause and midlife health journey. Until next time, keep questioning what you've been told and trust that your body is not broken. You just need the truth and the tools that actually work.